Aditya Thackeray, thank you very much for joining us again on the CNN News 18 Town Hall. I remember you were with us 2 years ago in 2022. Just weeks, I think, after your government lost power, your party was split. And I still remember this. You were quite optimistic. You said that the people of Maharashtra will punish the betrayers or the traitors. Today, we're sitting on the cusp of the Vidhan Sabha election, right after the Lok Sabha election. Do you feel like Maharashtra has punished them or will punish them?
Just a heads up, this session is not going to be as romantic as the earlier one.
Certainly you and I are not going to be romantic.
Unless you call the MVA partners, then we'll show you how the seat sharing talks are going. But, very honestly, looking back at the past 2 years and seeing whatever the state has gone through, often it is speculated or we're often asked about whether we're fighting for ourselves, whether we're fighting for our survival, whether we're fighting to get back what we lost or what was snatched away from us. And this is not a personal fight at all. This is about the spirit of Maharashtra. This is about the pride of Maharashtra. And this is about what is being looted from Maharashtra. The past 2 years have seen a government which has been backed by the BJP. Our government was toppled by the BJP. This regime was installed by the BJP. This is, of course, anti-constitutional. This is illegal. But in the past 2 years, the question to be asked is, what has Maharashtra achieved after having this regime on our heads? Nothing. Industries have gone away. Farmer suicides on the rise. Mumbai is being looted. You see the urban decay. In fact, just day before yesterday, when the illegal chief minister claimed in another conclave, "Pucha ki pani bhara hai kya?" Within half an hour, the Western Express Highway, which has not flooded since 2005, was flooded. This is the problem that we are facing with the regime. Whatever they're doing is to only loot Maharashtra and not really put Maharashtra on the front foot again.
So, Mr. Fadnavis was here some time back and he was asked this question about Tod Fod ki Rajniti and all that. And he said that, look, we didn't go looking to break these parties, whether it was your party or Mr. Sharad Pawar's party. Those parties broke on their own when the party patriarch wanted to hand over the leadership to their progeny. In your case, your father wanted to hand over the leadership to you, and in NCP's case, Mr. Pawar wanted to hand it over to Supriya Sule, and that's why those parties broke from within. And then he said, "Hum to rajniti mein bhajan bajane ke liye nahi baithe hain. If an opportunity arises, we will join hands," and that's what happened. So how do you respond to that?
No, I mean, the response has to be asked from his own party, because forget our parties. Let's take for 1 minute that he's not broken our parties. That's different. His capabilities aside, whether he's capable of breaking our party or not, that's a separate thing altogether. What has happened to his party? What is his own standing in his own party? Does the center really take his opinion into any account or not? Today, if you see the top 5 leaders of the BJP in Maharashtra, most of them, out of 5, I'll tell you 4.5 will be 2019 imports. The half will be a 2020 import. None of them are originally from the BJP. You look at the people from BJP who are with us, from Vajpayee ji's BJP, Pramod Mahajan ji's BJP, from Gopinath Munde ji's BJP. None of them today have any leadership position in the BJP in Maharashtra today, only and only because Mr. Fadnavis thought that he could create his own coterie in the BJP and destroy the leaders who have created the BJP in Maharashtra. And that is the problem. Having said that, there was also an interview right after 2022 in the government that he toppled, where he said, "Hum badla lene aaye hain." This whole vindictive feeling in him, that is the real problem, and that's driving him away from his own party cadre. What has he been able to achieve, Zaka, if you see in the past 2 years for the BJP in Maharashtra? Is the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly originally from the BJP? No, 2019 import. If you see in the cabinet today, 10 are from the Broken Sena, the Gaddar gang, the chief ministers from the Gaddar gang. In his own 10 of BJP cabinet members today, 6 are from the BJP, 4 are from the outside. If you look at the rest of the Mahamandals and the Mandals and the temple trusts that have been given, not a single BJP Karyakarta who has worked for the BJP, gone to jail for the BJP, has got anything in Mr. Fadnavis's personal power struggle. So who is he fighting the battle for?
So let's talk about your party, and this is a familiar statistic that is often quoted, and I'm sure it's quoted to you as well. Of the Aghadi parties in the recent Lok Sabha, and I'm just going to list out the number of seats they fought and the number of seats they won. The NCP Sharad Pawar faction fought 10 seats, they won 8 at a strike rate of 80%. The Congress party fought 17 seats, won 13 at a strike rate of 76%. And the Shiv Sena UBT, your party, fought 21 seats but won only 9 at a strike rate of 42%. In fact, the Shinde Sena fought 15, won 7 at a strike rate of 46%. So what do you say to that?
What about the strike rate of BJP?
BJP strike rate was 9 out of 28, which is 32%. But you're not fighting with the BJP, you're fighting with the Shinde
No, I'm
Sena.
fighting with the BJP. Minde gang is not even my aim.
You're not
Because-
fighting with Mr. Shinde.
Look, I mean, for that you need to have a certain level to fight with. That is not the aim. Minde gang was installed there because Mr. Minde was going to get arrested by the ED and he had to run away to the BJP and the BJP thought, okay, what is the best possible case in Maharashtra? Let's install him as the CM to loot Maharashtra. And that is going on. My fight is with the BJP because the BJP is the one who compromises on its principles. BJP is the party that's broken other parties. BJP is the party that is, if you look at our country today, dividing India into religion versus religion, community versus community, caste versus caste, state versus state, and looting Maharashtra. And therefore, if you see in Maharashtra today, when we fought the Lok Sabha elections, we fought for the constitution, we fought for our democracy, we fought for Maharashtra. And while fighting that, our party, after having lost 40 MLAs to the BJP strap, our party, after having lost 12 MPs to the BJP strap, tons of leaders to the BJP strap, a lot of corporators to the BJP strap, and with the BJP having ED, IT, CBI, police, even the election commission in its own pockets, we have won 9 seats. And the BJP, which claimed to be the world's largest party, having the maximum electoral bonds and all the funds in the world, are also at 9. And this is not a personal fight at all. This is not about numbers. I'll tell you why, Jaka. I will be happy if my allies do well, and this is the principle that my grandfathers followed, my fathers followed. Even if the BJP as our ally did well back then, we were very, very happy. Because of the BJP, we did not spread to other states. We held ourselves back. But
You're saying the BJP stopped you from expanding your footprint?
we did not go out because
other states.
we didn't want to cut into our allies' votes. But in Maharashtra, if the Congress does well, if the NCP does well, we're happy, they are allies. We've campaigned for them. We will not compromise on our principles like the BJP does. And I'll give you a simple example of how the BJP compromises on the principles. A simple thing. In the past 2 months, we've seen many channels, we've seen many news anchors, we've seen many social media reports about Hindus in Bangladesh being attacked and facing atrocities. Now tell me, is this true or not?
Yes, of course.
Then why are we playing cricket with Bangladesh? Who controls BCCI? Who runs BCCI? And had the BJP been in the opposition, and had the Congress been in government, and had they allowed the Bangladesh team to come into a country, where would the BJP be? Out on the streets calling Congress anti-national. So who is anti-national today? It's the BJP.
Okay, I want to come back to a point that you made that you're happy for your allies. So, are you saying that you'll also be happy if the future chief minister comes from one of your allies?
I mean, if you have, like Sonakshi and Zaire, if you have me, Congress and NCP, you'll have as romantic as a vibe here as, there was 5 minutes ago. Look, this is again, I said, not a personal fight. For us, of course, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray is the man who has led Maharashtra into safer times from whatever we faced during COVID. He's the person who's given a loan waiver which has reached the farmers. He's the one who's actually ensured safety of women, safety of farmers. He's also looked at, basically youth issues and brought in many industries during our time, during the MVS time. As compared to the past 2 years, what we are fighting against, all collectively, is the loot of Maharashtra at the hands of the BJP and the Minde gang. That is what we're fighting against. This is not about the post.
He also said a few weeks ago, if it's not about the post, why then did he say a few weeks ago, I think it was in August, that before the seats are declared, before the candidates are declared, the Aghadi should declare who the chief minister is. And he also said, don't declare me, but declare who the chief minister
Did you hear the
is.
full statement? He said, if you have anyone, chalo, let's declare. If NCP has anyone, let's declare. But this is not about me or anyone else. This is about the alliance winning and forming government. That's what he had said.
No, so are you worried that they're not declaring?
No, we're in fact worried about what will happen to the Minde gang after losing.
No, because this question...
Who's the face?
Because Mr. Amit Shah himself has said that if the UT wins, then Mr. Shinde will continue as chief
Is
minister.
that an official statement?
He has said it on record.
Will it be plastered all over the city like they've plastered the hoardings right now?
You'll have
Because
to,
he had given us a promise like that. Then he's gone back on his promise. That is why I'm asking.
I guess you'll have to ask him.
We don't ask people who've gone back on their promises.
No, but the reason I'm asking you this question, and I think it's a legitimate question, the voters of Maharashtra need to know, if the Aghadi comes to power, who will be chief minister?
I think the voters of Maharashtra are frustrated with the BJP looting our state. And they know who to vote for. They know the equation of the MVA, and they will vote for the MVA.
Mr. Fadnavis made a contention that despite getting only 9 seats out of the 28 that they fought in the Lok Sabha, the BJP was still the single largest party by vote share.
Oh yeah, but they wanted to go 400 par. So like that, they're single largest party only, but aage kya ho gaya?
He also said the reason why the Aghadi did well is because you spread afwah, especially amongst the SC/ST community, the minorities, that if Mr. Modi comes with 400, he'll take away your reservation. That's why you won.
And what else did he say?
That's one part of what he said. I'll come to the rest in a bit.
No, let's go on. Let's
No,
go
no,
on.
but I want to know your response to
I'm
that.
not here to respond to Mr. Fadnavis. I think the people of the state have responded to him and will respond to him very effectively in the coming elections. But the fact of the matter is, had the BJP come to power, not just bulldozer and encounter Raj, they would have changed the constitution and finished off democracy. I'll give you a simple example. The beginning of the finishing of democracy starts from Maharashtra. In
How?
the past 2 years, we have an illegal government, an unconstitutional government, sitting in Maharashtra as the regime that's controlling Maharashtra. More than 30 cities in Maharashtra today are due for elections for the past 2 years. They don't have the guts to hold elections in cities like Mumbai, Thane, Pune, Nashik, Nagpur, Solapur, Kolhapur, Vasai, Virar. A party that does not have the guts to go for university elections also is talking about democracy and constitution. And here we actually fought this battle for democracy of our country and the Constitution of India.
But tell me this, I mean, you say unconstitutional. The matter went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said the government
Supreme Court is yet to give justice, and we are expecting justice over the next 30, 40 years.
30, 40 years? What do
With
you
all
mean
due
30,
respect.
40 years? Okay, I don't know if you and I will be around for 30, 40 years.
Oh, we surely should be.
Okay. Let me, because I want to come back to that question of, so after the Lok Sabha election, you also had the Legislative Council elections. And I asked Mr. Patole, who was here just before you, clearly cross-voting happened. So which means that you're still not sure about your own MLAs, your own people, because if the Mahayuti won 9 out of 11, their contention is that, after the results.
That was with the MLAs. But
Yes.
the council elections that happened with the people directly, be it the teachers' constituency or be it the graduate constituency, we won it handsomely. Every election that's gone to the people, the MV has been winning unitedly.
So you're saying it doesn't matter.
Which is why the BJP is scared of elections. Which is why the BJP is not letting the Maharashtra regime to go for elections in cities.
So along with the rest of the states that it was supposed
Exactly.
to. But they're saying it was because of security for Jammu and Kashmir polls.
No. I'm talking of the mayoral elections.
The mayoral elections.
This Maharashtra state elections is a different ballgame altogether. These guys are talking about one nation, one poll, and they cannot hold 2 states together.
Okay.
All of which they're going to lose.
So let me come to, some of the issues that are close to your heart, which is Mumbai-related issues. Is it not a fact that in the last 2.5 years, a government that you call unconstitutional has also overseen the opening of some major infrastructure projects, whether it is the Atal Setu, the Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link, now the Coastal Road, and I believe next month they're going to inaugurate the Aqua Line 3, the Metro Line 3, which you had opposed and said that the car shed needs to be moved out of RA. Aren't these important, significant
Where do I start off
infrastructure
from?
projects?
Which one do I start off from?
Let's start with Atal Setu.
Let's start with the Atal Setu, which is the MTHL, Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link. Uddhavji led the first, girder launching in January of 2020. That project was overseen by us as the MVA, and by the time our government was toppled, 82% of that work was done in our time. Now, they've rebranded it as Atal Setu. That's okay, that's fine. The Atal Setu was supposed to be inaugurated fully functional by October of 2023. When have they inaugurated it? January of 2024, just before elections, and that too because I tweeted to the Prime Minister 6 times saying, "Sir, please aaiye, ye log aapke liye ruke hue hain." They were not willing to open it, inaugurate it. The inauguration was pending for 3 months. It was anyway delayed by 3 months, and then they let it be pending for the next 3 months. The coastal road was supposed to be completed by December 2023, always. With the 8 intersections at Haji Ali, with the 3 intersections at Amarson's Park, with whatever intersections at Worli. Now what the illegal chief minister is doing, a project started by us completely in 2017, supposed to be completed by December 2023. Now it is almost October, very soon we'll hit October 2024. It is still not fully complete. We would have inaugurated it with the bicycle track, walking pathway, and 96 hectares of green open space. These guys have delayed that work. With the Metro 3 line, the Aqua 3 line, right? Aqua line. Now this is very simple, and this again I want to speak out very, very clearly out here because there will be a lot of hula-hoo over this. The BJP accused us of holding back that line and delaying the line. The fact of the matter is, we never stopped the work of the Metro 3. We stopped the work of the car depot. You know where the car depots were ready? Within 6 months of these guys taking government. Is the Metro Line 3 ready? No, and we never stopped the line even during COVID. The construction was going on. So Mr. Fadnavis and this entire gang of the BJP was lying through and through that the Metro 3 would have been completed by 2019. It would have never been completed by 2019, never been completed by 2022, never been completed by 2024.
But the point...
The fact is, this regime has delayed every work, and I'll give you 5 more examples of infrastructure work in Maharashtra, started during our times or governments before that. Every project that Mr. Minde has touched has been delayed and the cost has escalated.
But the point, Aditya, is that your party is being seen as a party that is opposing infrastructure projects for the sake of opposing.
Not at all. Both the times I've exposed the road scam, and I can lay a bet on this. Both the times I've exposed the road scam, I throw an open challenge to the illegal CM who also holds the urban development department. Let's look at a single road that has been completed by the BMC. Contractors have got the money. These guys have got the kickbacks possibly, but the roads have not been complete. Look at Mumbai today. Every road has been dug up. Why? This is not the way governments work. This is not the way a municipal corporation works. There has to be a system. It cannot be that contractor aake system chala raha hai. It shouldn't be that way. Worldly Shudi connector, which was complete 48% during our time, June 2022, is now 57% complete after 2.5 years of we leaving government. 9% work by this regime. Is this efficiency? Is this efficacy?
No, but you haven't answered my question about, coming across as a party that is opposed to
coming across is what the media puts across.
Infrastructure
coming
projects.
Across is what the media believes the BJP to be. But today, like I said, the Metro 3 has escalation of 10,000 crores wasted by the BJP before we got to government. The Metro 3 has been delayed by the BJP government even now as they were waiting for elections to come by. And even now, like Mr. Minde goes around, half kilometer will be inaugurated, not the full line. The coastal road has been inaugurated by him half, which I've been opposing because half opening coastal road is not going to help the city. The whole coastal road has to be opened entirely.
Okay. Now let me ask you a couple of questions about national issues before we throw it open to the audience. You're a party, you say you are the originators of Hindutva, at least political Hindutva. You are the legatees of Balasaheb Thackeray. So this whole Tirupati controversy that has just ignited, Chandrababu Naidu, the chief minister, has said that adulterated ghee was used to make the prasadam. As a party that's at the vanguard of protecting Hindutva, what do you have to say about this controversy?
We were waiting for the lab reports. And I think the lab reports were out yesterday and it said that there's no adulteration. Whichever way, for a chief minister to spark off such a controversy is, I think, uncalled for without knowing the facts. To both of them. Jaganji and Chandrababuji are allies of the BJP, which is the flag bearer today of their version of Hindutva. So why doesn't the BJP speak on this? Take action on one of your allies.
No, the NDPV lab did say that it was adulterated. Four tankers were found.
Where is this lab situated?
In Gujarat. So you're casting doubts on the lab itself?
Labs. No, I am saying if someone's guilty. Because look, I am a big devotee of Lord Tirupati Balaji. I have walked up the hill thrice. Every time I've gone barefoot. I'm a big devotee. I keep going there. But the point is, if you're going to play around with my sentiments, at least show me the facts. And whoever, if I'm supposed to believe Chandrababuji, let him get it tested from 4 labs. Whoever's guilty, hang him in public. But if it is not, don't play around with my sentiments. Likewise, I would want to ask the BJP about Ayodhya. If they're the forebearers and the flag bearers of this whole new version of Hindutva they're talking about, and not our Hindutva, why did they inaugurate a temple which was half ready? Why did they inaugurate a temple where the roof is leaking? What has happened to the land around the temple? Has it been given to the BJP Trust and Mr. Lodha for creating commercial homes, or has it been given to car sevaks? What is happening with the Varanasi corridor? What is happening with my Pandharpur corridor? What is happening with Mumbai Devi corridor? The local BJP MLA there wants to remove all that Dagina Bazaar from there and create a corridor for himself. Why are you taking my temple lands? Why are you taking temple lands from our country, snatching it away from these temple trusts and taking it to your own trusts?
So by that same token, would you also be for freeing up temple control from state control? Well, even in Maharashtra.
There has to be a larger debate on this.
Okay.
My point is, today, yes, I am a very proud Hindu. And I have no shame in saying that, right? But today, what about the job situation? There must be so many Hindu kids, there must be so many Muslim kids, there must be so many Christian kids, so many Parsi kids who are wanting a job. Isn't the basic religion of every government to provide shelter and job to every citizen? That's supposed to be the basic religion of every government. Instead of creating rifts in the society, provide for jobs, provide for employment opportunities.
No, so you're willing to engage in this debate about freeing up state control of temples?
From the BJP.
No, but state control, I mean, if you come to power, you will still control it, right?
Let's go to Varanasi. I'll tell you what, so many pujaris there have told me while roaming around Varanasi that old temples were broken down. Century-old temples were broken down for their corridor, which is why the result of Varanasi has come out as it has come out.
Okay, let's open this up. Let's have some audience questions for Aditya Thackeray, please. If someone can pass a mic around. then we can get a couple of quick questions in, please.
Hello, Mr. Thackeray. Good evening. Just a small question that, whichever the party comes in Mumbai or Maharashtra, we don't understand one basic reason why we don't have the similar infrastructure what we see on the north, especially in Delhi side. Right? Metro 1, Metro 2, Metro 3, we have seen the journey of last 1.5 decade. Why do we have, whichever the party comes, either you come or BJP come or any other party comes, Mumbai is a city of life, right? Everyone knows it around the globe. But why do we have that slowness across, any government comes? What is the main reason?
That's because the Delhi National Capital Region is run by the National Capital Authority, and the kind of funds it gets, as against what we get as Mumbaikars, is way different in terms of proportion. Two, Mumbai has 16 authorities running Mumbai. We have the BMC, we have the MHADA, SRA, MMRDA, Central Railway, Western Railway, Harbour Line, then you have the BPT, then you have the Navy and the junkyard, then you have many more authorities that run Mumbai. And again, this was one of the things we were working on, and the file had almost passed. Mumbai needs to be run by one authority, which is Mumbai Municipal Corporation, elected by the people of Mumbai. That has to happen. MMRDA needs not to be in Mumbai. We don't need the MMRDA in Mumbai. They build the buildings without whatever following our norms or basic requirements, and the water, electricity is provided by the BMC. SRA, yes, can be an authority, but can't be a town planning authority. MHADA can be an authority, but does not need to be a town planning authority. The fact of the matter is today, Mumbai needs to be having an empowered mayor and an empowered BMC, and only then will it work, and which is why we as the state government were pushing for that.
But Aaditya, you've been controlling the BMC for the last 35 years. The mayors have always
Absolutely,
been
but you
from your
come to the
party.
Western Express Highway, the Western Express Highway is by the NHAI, subleased to MMRDA, and then you have MSRDC, PWD and MMRDA running the Western Express Highway without the BMC having an authority. Give the authority to BMC completely. We'll do it.
Okay, any more questions?
Sir, Suresh Gupta here. There is a BMC controlling all the roads in the Bombay,
No.
but major roads are controlled by BMC.
No, sir.
BMC has the highest budget, surpassing many states. Still, we are not being able to provide a good road.
Not all roads are controlled by the BMC, and which is why I've been saying this, that all roads and the entire town has to be under the BMC. Having said that, the BMC that we brought from 600 crores of deficit in 1997 to 92,000 crores of surplus by 2022, now by the BJP, it has been looted and taken to 2 lakh crores of committed liability. From this month onwards, it will be difficult for the BMC to pay the salaries to its employees.
All right, more questions in the back if we can have a show of hands. Someone who wants to ask a question, yeah.
Yeah, this is Satish Dandekar here. I just wanted to ask you, a lot of financial companies are now being shifted to the gift city. I have not seen anybody opposing it, even from the opposition. I don't know why. When they are trying to make a train with 2 hours between Bombay and Ahmedabad, why not have a 1 hour somewhere near Khopoli or Pune, a financial
Sir, I've
hub?
written 3 or 4 letters to our finance minister. Thankfully, I haven't had the opportunity to apologize to her. But she'll make me apologize one day probably. So, as is a habit. But 3 or 4 letters I've written to the finance minister, and I've been saying this constantly. The International Financial Services Center that was given by the UPA, Manmohan Singh government to Mumbai, was taken away from Mumbai by the BJP to Gift City. Now, we're not against Gift City. Let them have their share of Gift City. If you can have an international financial center in Gujarat, why don't you give one to Mumbai? Why don't you give one to Bengaluru? Why don't you give one to Kolkata? Why not one to Delhi? And that should happen. Give it to us in BKC, give it to us in Dharavi. And that should always happen, and that's been my demand for every budget for the past 3 or 4 years. Give us that International Financial Services Center. Give us, services that we can actually provide to the world. We are an international city. We have people coming here from around the world. Let us be open to business. Let us be open to financial services.
Any more questions? I think last one. At that side of the hall, please. Yeah.
नमस्कार आदित्य सर, मी नवी
नमस्कार.
मुंबईला रिप्रेझेंट करतो मँग्रोव्ह क्लीनअप ड्राईव्ह सर. आणि तुम्ही रेग्युलरली बीच क्लीनअपला प्रमोट करता. पण रेग्युलरली आम्ही असं बघतोय की जे जुने नद्या होते मुंबईतले, म्हणजे आपण नद्या बोलतो, आता नाल्यांमध्ये कन्वर्ट झालेले आहेत. बीएमसी कडे इतका बजेट आहे, आपण बोलतो एक कॅपिटल बजेट आहे एका सिटीचा, पण शहरातला कचरा समुद्रात जाणे कधी थांबेल म्हणजे आज हजारो व्हॉलेंटियर्स एव्हरी सॅटर्डे संडे तुम्ही पण एक व्हॉलेंटियर आहात आणि रेग्युलरली आम्ही बघतो की आज हजारो टन कचरा आपण दर सॅटर्डे संडे आपल्या समुद्रातनं काढला जातो, पण ते थांबवला कधी जाणार? आज
कचरा पैशानी नाही थांबणार, कचरा आपल्या सवयीनी थांबेल.
एक्झॅक्टली.
आणि त्याच्यात तुम्हाला सांगतो, मला अभिमान आहे ह्या गोष्टीचा की पर्यावरण मंत्री असताना मी साधारणपणे 11.5 महिन्यामध्ये 15.5 हेक्टर मॅनग्रोव्हजला आपण इंडियन फॉरेस्ट ऍक्ट 1927च्या प्रोटेक्शनमध्ये आणू शकलो. ही पहिली गोष्ट आहे. दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे मुंबईचा जो कचरा आहे, साधारणपणे जो आपला कचऱ्याचं विलगीकरण होतं 2017 पर्यंत 10,000 मेट्रिक टन कचरा हे डेली जनरेशन होतं आपल्या कचऱ्याचं शहरामध्ये. ते आपण विलगीकरण करत करत 6,500 मेट्रिक टन प्रतिदिनवर आणू शकलो. तिसरी गोष्ट आहे, जो समुद्रात जाणारा कचरा आहे तो आपल्या नद्यांमधून जातो. आता नदी नाले हे सगळे एकत्र झालेत. एखादं शहर जे नदीच्या काठावर बसतं, मग ते त्याच्यावर एन्क्रोचमेंट करायला लागतं, तर नाला होतो, नाल्याचं गटर होतं. आता तुम्ही पहा, पुण्यामध्ये रिव्हरफ्रंट डेव्हलपमेंट नावाचा जो प्रोजेक्ट आहे तेवढा भयंकर आहे की नदीला छोटं करत करत, म्हणजे जगभरात आपण नदी खोलीकरण आणि रुंदीकरण करतो, पुण्यामध्ये उलटं चाललंय ते रिव्हरफ्रंट डेव्हलपमेंटच्या नावाखाली, आणि पुणेकर विरोध करतात त्याला. पण हे होत असताना आपण एक पाहाल की जो कचरा आपल्या सगळ्या नद्यांमध्ये टाकला जातो, मग आपल्या घरात जे काही आपलं म्हणजे खुर्च्यांपासून गाद्यांपासून सगळं काही आपण कधी कधी टाकतो, ते कुठे ना कुठेतरी रोखायला पाहिजे. तर कचरा ह्या 3 प्रकारचा असतो. एक आहे फ्लोटिंग डेब्री, जी बूम बॅरियर्सनी तुम्ही रोखू शकता. दुसरं आहे ऑफकोर्स तुमचं सिवेज, जे एसटीपीनी रोखलं जाईल, आणि जे आता बीएमसीचे आपण एसटीपी प्लांट्स करतोय, सिवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स, ते आपण करतोय, ते सुरू आता झालेलं आहे. आणि तिसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे जे केमिकल तुमचं वेस्ट असतं जे नद्यांमध्ये जातं. ह्या 3 गोष्टींसाठी जेव्हा एकत्र काम होईल तेव्हाच हा कचरा रोखला जाईल. त्याच्यावर काम सुरू आहे. पण कितीही कुठच्याही शहराचं बजेट असलं तरी ही सवय आपल्या सर्वांपासून सुरू झाली पाहिजे.
सर, अजून एक कनेक्ट.
All right, well, let's get the last question. The board says time's up. Yeah, the gentleman there, the last question.
That time's up for this current regime.
Okay, the first time I'm seeing that the questions are being asked to a person, somebody who's in the opposition. We had the ruling party candidates come up and we never had a question and answer session.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to answer everyone.
Exactly. So I assume, Thackeray ji, people are seeing you as a budding light, and that's why the question has been asked to you. 2 questions. One is, your party has always been of the Marathi.
Sorry, but ये budding election के बाद मत करो. I don't hope to be budding politician all the time. I hope to be in the seat of governance very soon.
Yeah, and one question, please.
Okay,
Go
one
ahead.
question. Shiv Sena, started by your great-grandfather, has always been for the Marathi Manus. Okay? Down the line, do you see your party opening your doors to people of almost all religion? Or do you still want to stick to the Marathi Manus identity which you always had?
All right, thank you.
Look, there are 2 ways to look at it. One is, of course, all religions can be Marathi. Everyone who's speaking Marathi is Marathi Manus any which ways. My grandfather started off Shiv Sena for jobs, employment for the locals, for the Bhumiputras, and that is the principle we follow all across the country. Whichever state you are, whichever region you are, whichever district you are, the locals of that district need to have jobs as, the first option to be employed there. 2, of course, Hindutva is also a part of our core ideology, but our Hindutva is Hridayat Ram and Hatala Kam. We do not differentiate while giving justice or while in administration or governance in terms of where you belong from, who you are, what your identity is, what your political view is while governing the city. We will never differentiate on that, and we will always ensure a fairness in our governance. So that is basically what we believe in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Aaditya Thackeray.
Thank you.